is Salvador. I'm from Mexico. I've been in this country, the U.S., for over 23 years now, since 1993. I came when I was 19, almost 20. My goal was to come here and work and save a little bit of money to, go back. But I spent 3 years here, and we decided to move because the quality of life was better on this in this state in Minnesota, and we've been here since then. It's been sometimes challenging because you find a lot of people that are very nice, but sometimes those that are afraid of Mexicans or have the wrong concept of a Mexican person. All these 23 years I've been trying to be a good steward. I try to just live like I did in Mexico, try to be decent and work hard, try to stay out of trouble, things like that, and just try to be a good father for my kids. Now, I did marry my fiance and brought her here. We have 2 kids, and I'm no different than any other American who wants the same things. My situation being here, undocumented, it's been tough because it worries me, it worries my wife all the time, and even my kids, even though they are now, they're citizens because they were born here, but it worries them that they're gonna separate us, and that's always in the back of our heads. We are people of faith, so we put a lot of faith in God, and that that's how we are able to calm them down a little bit. I try to talk to other people that they don't know if I'm undocumented or not. Just regular American person, and the topic comes to conversation. I try to make them understand that I may not be as lucky as they were, or the undocumented people are not as lucky as the American person to be born here, but that I'm more like their great grandfather who crossed the ocean for a more better opportunity, or because they had famine in Europe, or they had all these wars and things like that. They just wanted to have a better life. So I'm no different than their grandfather. I'm trying just to get a better life for my family. Every time I can touch the life of an American person in a positive way, I'm always either trying to help them, from picking up a person on the road stranded, and things like that, just so that it could be, touch their heart a little bit, so they next time they see another Mexican, they won't feel as what TV has made them feel. All these things are so easily undone for people that are afraid, or all the politics that are happening right now with the president-elect Donald Trump, and all this division that he brings to the nation, and all this fear instead of union. I do have hope, in all those Americans that can see another person from another country just as a person, not as somebody else, as an alien, but more like a human being. And I know that most Americans are like that, that they can feel empathy and understand. Most of us here are, I think, decent people. Every culture has bad people, but the problem is when we generalize, and we put everybody in a box and say, you know, all of them are like that. I don't feel like a criminal because my faith tells me I'm not a criminal. What I'm doing is just providing for my family, and me just doing a job that, you know, being a janitor, many people don't want to do that, and I don't mind. It's a decent job. It may not pay very well, but it allows me to to give the basics to my family, and it gives me hope. You know, that the work that we do here with Isaiah, that a lot of people don't see me like that. All the efforts that are being done by many people from different cultures uh, for social justice for everyone. It's something that really gives me a lot of hope, and that's probably what keeps me going. My hope um, and going to church to, you know, just having faith. That's probably what gives me the strength to um, live. You know, I remember a friend of mine, now he's my friend, he used to say, um, you know, a bad word and they should go back to their country. He did it for some time when we were working, and I just kept, you know, quiet and showed him with my attitude that, you know, I was just there to work. Eventually, I was able to change his mind. He apologized for saying the things he did say to me, and became my friend. And he didn't want to work with anybody else but with me. He told me, you know, I'm sorry for saying things to you. I come from Montana, and we're basically here for the same reason. You moved from another country. I moved from another state for a job, for my family. It's just that I was only used to seeing whites in Montana, and you know, you get all these ideas from family and friends, and I see now that I was wrong. So I ended up going to his wedding because he invited me. We had a great time, and I still see him sometimes, you know. And that's the kind of thing that, if I wish I could do more, you know, but I could only probably count those kinds of stories with my hand, maybe 3 or 4. And those are things that I want to do with more people, because in Mexico we have a saying, eyes that don't see, heart that doesn't feel. And it's true. If you can see that we are a human just like you, and that we have, you know, the same wants and needs, and we're trying to achieve them, and we're doing it in a decent way, why not just change the laws and you know, let us be here. If I continue to be here, and I want to, because I'm not leaving, I'll keep doing that, changing people's minds and hearts, one person or family at a time.